Gorge. You know, we are about to, well, we're going to Fraser and we're actually about to get on to Fraser.
Good that it's not the diff, but I mean, it's not ideal with playing the drive shaft that it has. It doesn't sound nice.
Last week we took you to Fraser Island where we had issue after issue.
So this is the thing with 40 series. It's all going wrong. We are actually heading down to the Adelaide 4 drive show. So we're up in Queensland now and we're slowly heading south. We are just about to go on a walk through Carnarvon Gorge. So it is here in Dalby in Queensland, and as you can tell it is bloody windy. It's gusting at what, 40 k's an hour?
48.
Hi, I'm Matt and this is Holly. We've been exploring and travelling around Australia in our old Toyotas for the past 3 years, going to some incredible locations. Subscribe to join our adventures.
A pure heart, kind of honesty that will always stay. Don't ever let him bring you down. What a terrible thing to say. My fingers out of sight. Hello, 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 Leah. I was lost inside a maze of night. Hello, 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 Leah. I stayed up and watched you till daylight. Hello, 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 Leah. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. So here we are at, where are we?
We're near Blackwater, so we're at Bedford swimming hole. We'll do a map for you.
Bedford Weir.
Yeah, show you where we're camping. So yeah, we're just a bit north of Blackwater. So today we left Mackay. We've been staying with our friends Cam and Court for a few weeks now, just finalising a whole heap of editing and just kind of using their place as a home base. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, it was awesome. I
don't know what we would have done without it. So if you are watching, thank you very much, guys. You're legends. You've actually seen them in a few episodes before. We met them travelling around Australia actually in 2019 in the old Hilux. So hopefully they'll be on another trip with us soon.
Yes.
Which would be fun.
Yeah.
We've had a pretty long, hot drive in Elsie today. Just 30 plus degrees kind of thing outside, so it was nice and hot. Queensland weather.
Yeah, so we're a bit deflated at the moment.
We're a bit deflated. We've got no service, so we're kind of just sitting here just like gathering our wits. But look, it's a beautiful little campsite we've managed to find here just to ourselves.
Yeah.
And we are actually heading down to the Adelaide 4 drive show. So we're up in Queensland now and we're slowly heading south.
Yes. So,
hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all going ahead.
Yeah, we're obviously just keeping an eye on borders and whatnot, but as Matt said, that is the plan. So tomorrow we're going to head to Carnarvon Gorge. Yeah, we'll have a day there. I know that a day probably isn't enough to explore that whole area, but we'll do that tomorrow. And then, continue heading southwest from there, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. Long drive.
Yeah, the plan at the moment, we're not sure whether we'll go to Inaminka and cross the border there to get into SA, or if we'll go to Birdsville and do the Birdsville track down. It just depends with borders and road closures, so we'll either do the Strez or the Birdsville track, so yeah, we should get some good footage. Carnarvon Gorge, Strez and everything should be interesting. So anyway, we're probably just going to relax, look at a few more shots. There's some birds around, there's peacocks for some reason. No idea why. It must be someone's property close by that has them, but we'll just relax for tonight. Yeah. What have you rustled up for dinner?
Tacos, or soft tacos, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little... The seasoning's like $1.20 or something from Coles, and it's delicious. You just put some chicken, onion, garlic, beans, corn, and then we just put some fresh veggie, or fresh lettuce and stuff with it, and cheese, and that's it. What do you think of the random peacock?
They're cool, they're noisy though, but they're such pretty birds. So pretty.
Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know.
Alright, hello everybody. We are just about to go on a walk through Carnarvon Gorge.
Yeah.
So it's really nice around here actually, just a few palm trees and nice and shady in the gorge. So
It's quite green at the moment because we've had quite a bit of rain out this way.
yeah, and it looks like initial thoughts are just like the initial sort of photos I've seen on the information board and that. Looks amazing. So
yeah, one day probably, or definitely isn't enough time to explore the whole area. We're just doing one walk up to a point in the gorge and then coming back. But yeah.
I think a 10k, 10.5k round trip. So we'll get to it.
I'm lying, and I'm lying when I say I'm not afraid, but I'm trying to shelter you from pain. And oh my love, the seasons come and they go, but I hope you know that I won't.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Good morning guys, so we are up bright and early again today to try and miss some of the heat.
It's nice and cool though.
It is, it's actually really nice and cool. We have all the windows up and everything, it's fantastic. So Carnarvon Gorge was fantastic. We ended up doing the amphitheatre and the art gallery hikes through there, so we probably did about 12 k's worth of walking.
Yeah, in between 12 and 13 probably.
Yeah. So pretty big walk, but the majority of it is fairly flat and easy. So even though it was a pretty long distance, it's not that strenuous. Would definitely recommend doing as much as you can do when you're there. We don't have enough time to do anything else today. We would have loved to have done the walk up to the lookout where you can see the gorge from above.
Yeah, we were recommended to do that one.
Yeah, but oh well, we'll miss it this time and we'll just have to come back. So today, where are we heading?
Well, we're just heading further south, I suppose. We've actually we've got a bit of a job on.
Yes.
I'm going to help be a second shooter for a wedding today. So I'm going to help film a wedding. We're actually going to do it with a couple they go by the name of Bottle Brush Films, Grace and Andrew. They are probably some of the best wedding videographers in the industry, period. And I've got an opportunity to film with them, which is just incredible. So we're going to do that because I don't know if we've told you in vlogs or whatever, but we're going to start filming weddings because look, we've got all the gear, we feel we're fairly personable and we might as well give it a go. And so keep an eye out, and if you need a wedding filmed, hit us up. We're happy to travel, as you know. Yeah. So we're just heading further south. Yeah, so we might try and get to a nice camp spot that we've been recommended to stay at tonight. We'll just see how we go, see how the weather goes.
Don't you say it, I can't hear it.
So we're just here in Dalby in Queensland, and as you can tell, it is bloody windy. It's gusting at 40 k's an hour? 48 k's an hour right now. Just want to show you how awesome this awning is from Super Peg. We've had it for years, and this is their cheap one. And we've got no guy ropes, it's just held in at the feet there. And we've got the wall up, and it's pretty amazing. I wouldn't want to test it much further though. Just times like these are really just appreciate having like good gear that can hold up. Same with the Camp King tent. I'll show you. It'll get really windy on the mic, but anyway. You see the wall. Check it out. It's crazy. And then the tent. I know that we're still going to get a decent sleep tonight. It's got blowing off my head.
So we're just trying to decide whether we attempt to have a shower now in this wind or if we wait and hopefully the wind will drop. But it's not dropping dramatically for a couple of hours, so I don't know, we might just have to brave it.
Maybe not have a shower.
I don't know.
There we go.
It'll be pretty hectic, and even if we have a hot shower, heat the water up, by the time we wet ourselves, we'll be freezing cold anyway because it's so windy. But it's so annoying because we've been driving all day, and now that we get to camp, the weather goes to shit.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way it is when you're travelling around.
Yeah, it's not always sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, this is honestly what the majority of travelling around Australia is like. Just not windy all the time like this, but just funny little situations and
just bad weather
issues that pop up when you're camping. It's not always rainbows and sunshine, but come on.
So we wraps for dinner?
Yeah, just wraps. We're thinking about doing our squid and fried rice, but it's just too windy to cook anything major, so reheat some chicken and put on a wrap. Easy. Alright, it's probably hot.
Next week.
This episode, we're probably starting our Strzelecki track adventure.
A bit muddy. Not words that I like to hear.
I think it was well deserved. How far did we drive?
Like 5.5 hours. If you enjoyed this video, share some love with us and hit the thumbs up.
Today we're just going to keep heading west to Inaminka. And then we'll probably start a bit of the Strez because we don't actually have that far to go to Inaminka. So
thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.